All right, hi everybody, and welcome back. It is Nagy on Sports with our AFC Game of the Week here in our 2020 Perfect World Redo Sim, where we are re-simming the entirety of the schedule. No opt-outs, no injuries, just full strength on full strength here using Madden 21, now simming from a PC if you're a person who cares about those kinds of things. So again, Phil Nagy here for Nagy on Sports, and joining me as always on the mic is color commentator extraordinaire Kit Nagy. Kit, how are we doing today?
Doing great today, Phil. Got an exciting matchup here for the AFC North. We started into week 16 with three teams on top at 8-6 with the Steelers, Ravens, and Browns all there. Now the Ravens going to go up against the New York Giants, who the Browns just lost to. And should be very interesting to see what happens in this game, which looks like a wet day in Baltimore. So should be a very interesting matchup here, and it has big implications with the Browns winning, and we'll see what the Ravens do here at home against the Giants.
Absolutely, and it does look like a wet day in the DMV. All right, well, let's go ahead and get this thing popping to start with. Again, appreciate everybody being on, watching on the YouTubes, or if anybody watches, I don't know if anybody watches through the Discord right now or not.
I haven't seen anybody watch through the Discord, but you're always welcome to join us there.
All right, there he is, Daniel Jones. Need a big day out of him if we want the Ravens to get that 7th loss. There's his stats, at least, in Kit's renderings of the season. It's like maybe like a rain-snow mix almost. Kind of a fat rain here today.
Indeed. Kind of maybe a sleet.
All right, turn around, give it to Saquon. That's a good place to start, and he's going to go up the middle, and he's going to get just a couple of yards as he tries to go just through that A-gap to the left side.
I think establishing the run game is going to be important for both of these teams, especially in a wet game like this where the passes may be a little bit more risky. So getting that ground game going is going to be very important.
Daniel Jones going to fire quickly to the right side. He's got a man, Evan Ingram, through the hole. First down, Giants.
I'll tell you what, there was a really nice pocket there, just right in front of the linebackers that he exploited and got some good yardage, in that seam there, in that little pocket. I mean,
right after we said that, Dinosaur hopped on, and now he's watching in the Discord, so proves us wrong. Right side, Golden Tate over there, and he's got the ball up to near midfield. 6-yard gain.
Yeah, welcome, Dino. Welcome to the Discord.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
All right, little bunch to the left side. Back to pass, Daniel Jones. He's going to 3-step drop out of it. Now fire across the middle. He's got a wide open Ingram. First down inside the 30 for the Giants.
Yeah, beautiful little seam there from Ingram, and Jones just finds him there. Takes advantage of the zone that they were in. Split between two defenders here. We're going to watch this again because that was pretty nice. Just right there in between. See that big gap that he's putting the ball in between, hits him in stride. Big pickup for the Giants.
Absolutely wide open there. Morning, Karen. Go Browns. Right up the middle. Saquon, he's going to be met by Calais Campbell right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him a courtesy gain of a yard, I think.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Got his man, Sterling Shepard, inside the 20 to the 16, and another Giants first down.
Yeah, Giants really producing on this drive. A lot more passes than I really expected. I thought more shake on Barkley here, but very productive.
Ooh, that one was almost picked. Went to the well of Ingram, just one too many times. Patrick Queen almost had his hands on that one. 2nd and 10 over the middle again. This time it's Shepard. He's going to get a short gain of about 5. And now we bring up a 3rd and 5. Right side, back at the end zone. Touchdown, Slayton. Was that one-handed? What a catch.
That was one-handed. What a catch indeed. That is really impressive, and doing it all while keeping his feet in bounds to make that catch. Very impressive. We're going to watch this touchdown again when we get to this replay, hopefully. But very impressive in the back of the end zone here. Nice throw. Great body control to get both feet down. Really comes away with
both hands.
Yeah, I did get both. You're right. But still, very nice body control to come down with that touchdown.
Darius Slayton, 6'1", 190, second-year player out of Auburn, really kind of came onto the scene Kind of out of nowhere. I don't remember him being a highly touted draft pick. Yep, you're right, Karen. Big day today. Once we get about noon, I'm sure we'll have an eye towards the internet to see if any big deals come our way for the Browns.
Yeah, certainly. It'll be interesting to watch, although for the Browns, I don't really expect it to happen early, either in this legal tampering period or really the first 2 days of free agency. I think you'll see us a lot more active after the first few days of free agency.
Let some of the other teams set the oddly capped market value.
Yeah, I think that's part of it, also because the Browns aren't looking to spend too much in free agency. So they're going to look
Dobbins. Oops, sorry.
They're going to look for more of the kind of the value pickups that maybe slip through some of the cracks, as there are a lot of folks in free agency available. They'll look to get their value in some of the later days and not get into bidding wars early.
Absolutely. Remember, we'll say it today and many more times. Let's trust Andrew Berry as Lamar Jackson breaks tackles all the way up to midfield. 23 yards on his first touch of the day. Welcome in, Keith.
Yeah, welcome, Keith.
Midfield. I know I saw that too with Aaron Jones. I don't like that number either. Especially when you drafted a running back in the second round last year in A.J. Dillon. Seems like an odd play for the Packers to then bring him back at 48 mil. Aaron Jones, although he is a good player.
He is a very good player.
Gus the Bus up the middle for 5 in his first carry. It's a 3rd and 7 now upcoming. Back to pass, across the middle, he's got him open. He's got it, Des Bryant, first down to the 33. So both offenses churning out yards in pretty quick fashion here. There's Joe Judge, which probably looks nothing like Joe Judge.
No, it looks nothing like Joe Judge whatsoever. That last play there, not a great throw from Lamar, throws behind Des Bryant, but Des Bryant does his veterans, with his veteran know-how, manages to come up and catching it.
Dobbins now left side. Big hole near another first down before he is dragged down by Mayo. And then the defensive back there, number 23, Logan Ryan, of course, long-time Tennessee Titan, and I think he spent some time with the Patriots. Oh, ball's out! Big hit by Peppers, and he's going to scoop it, and he's going to score all by himself. Wow, Peppers, Jabril, touchdown! What a play there for these Giants.
Wow, what a play. The Baltimore Ravens were driving with some serious productivity in that drive, and Jabril Peppers just puts a lick on Lamar, and that's one of the big... if there's one thing to say about Lamar that makes you a little bit concerned is the hits he takes, but especially his ball carrying or his ball security. He likes to kind of carry it out there in one hand, and you saw the ramifications of that there from Jabril putting a big hit on him, and the ball comes loose because he didn't really have it very well secured, and Jabril's right there and ready to pick up the ball for the easy scoop and score.
Dinosaur wants Peppers back on the Browns.
Peppers was a good player for us. A little bit inconsistent. He is one of those dynamic safeties that can play a lot of different roles in your defense for you. But he just never really fully matured with the Browns. I think he's done more so with the Giants. But he's a great player. I wouldn't mind having him, but I think he's going to be more expensive than the Browns are really going to want to pay at this point.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if he's a free agent. I haven't seen his name on the list. Obviously, everybody's available via trade, I guess.
Right, no,
Edwards.
He's not a free agent. He's that would be a trade scenario, but I think he's going to cost more than they're really going to want for Jabril Peppers at this point.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
All right, so that's a first down run there. And they're back up to the 40, but again, down 14-0 here. And this is, as we've seen before in the Sims, this is the recipe for beating the Ravens. Get an early lead on them. And that scoop and score for Peppers, so huge in doing that.
Well, especially with such a productive drive to turn that around and make it points for your team, that's huge against a team like the Ravens.
Absolutely. A second down completion to Snead over on the left sideline brings up a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
4 wide for Lamar. He's back to pass. Right side, and it's picked again. Jumped the route easily, and he might go 30, 25, 20. It's Bradbury, and it's a touchdown for the Giants. Oh, my.
Oh, my, indeed. Wow, these Giants really coming up big in the turnover game. Opportunistic defense and really just exploiting weaknesses from the Ravens, going for now 14 points effectively once they make this extra point. Probably will, but at least 12 points all by this defense that has been just lights out so far in this game, killing what are otherwise productive drives and turning them around for points. And now Baltimore's going to be out on the field again and see if they can't salvage something. But this defense is fired up right now, I'll tell you that.
Sounds good, Karen. Thanks for hopping on. Take care of yourself as well. Wow. 5:46 on the clock, and we've got a 21-0 shellacking here early. 2 defensive touchdowns on back-to-back drives by the Giants.
Yeah, back-to-back turnover sixes. You can't afford to do that if you're the Ravens, especially with how much you rely on being at a lead. This could easily turn into a blowout if they're not careful here.
Good point, Dinosaur. This does look a little bit like a 28-0 first quarter lead in the playoffs.
It does.
He's going to chuck it down to Mark Andrews. That's a safe place to go with the football. He's got steady hands. Now 59 catches on the season. 60. Now double tight ends to the left side, 2 receivers to the right. Jackson 3-step drop. Whoa, throws it quickly to the left side, and it is Nick Boyle, the second tight end, who catches it before he steps out of bounds. Now a 3rd and 4.
Yes, Keith, I think that is absolutely safe to say, because I think that's just fact. You don't want Lamar back there trying to throw the ball come from behind, because he's just not that kind of a quarterback.
Correct, and that's different than calling him trash as a human being, which is what we got mad about in the incident that you're referring to. Taken by Golden Tate inside his 20, and he's up to the 24. Giants with the football again. They've got 14 more points than they did the last time they came out on offense. Daniel Jones has got to be smiling ear to ear.
Yes, Dino, I think there's a huge room for improvement on that sideline pass, especially with clock management. They really don't use it very well. They should be calling a lot of stuff that goes to the sideline and intentionally throwing balls to the sideline, but they don't do that very well. Great run here from Saquon Barkley.
Indeed, he's up past the 41, his best run of the game by far. And that's a first down across the 40 at the 41-yard line. Good old Saquon.
He's a great back. He really has great vision and some burst to the hole. He's a great running back, very dynamic in the pass game too.
Across the middle, just his second of the quarter for Daniel Jones, now 6 of 8.
Well, very fortunate that one wasn't picked. The Ravens might have had the opportunity to return the favor there from their defense, but it's dropped instead.
Trips to the left side, turn around. Calais Campbell just going to take care of Barkley right in the backfield, and now a 3rd and long upcoming. Calais Campbell, just such a good player.
Great player, mountain of a man. Dude can fill some holes and makes huge tackles in the run game. Not bad in the pass game either, but just such a stout run defender.
Yeah, 6'8", 300 pounds. That's a lot of body to move. They're going to check it down to Barkley out of the backfield. He's going to be ripped down by the safety, free safety, Deshaun Elliott. They're going to have to punt the football. See if they can flip the field here and make Lamar go a long way.
It'll also be interesting to see if the Ravens go back to the pass here or start to rely more on their run game. We haven't seen a ton of runs from them, which is a bit surprising. They're a run-first offense, but then again, they dug themselves very quickly into a hole here. But they really have to get something going on the run if they want to be a little bit more productive in this game.
There is obviously plenty of time to run your real offense.
That's true. Yeah,
I'm not sure if Madden I don't know if Madden thinks that, but in real life, there's still plenty of time.
Yeah. Well, I think the last thing you can afford to do in this game, if you're the Ravens, is panic. That would be, put Lamar out there and throw for 50 more passes here. That's panicking. They need to rely on their run game to get them back into this.
2nd and 19, a little check down to the right side. That's Des Bryant again for 7. Sets up a 3rd and long. Trips to the left side for Jackson. He's back to pass. Giants rushing. He's going to roll. Now he's going to throw. Snead's got it, but a short gain. And a 4th down and a punt upcoming.
Yeah, that early productivity for this offense kind of tapered off. They really were showing some nice efficiency on drives, but last few, really not so much. And I think that's just a product of the defense coming up so big and has kind of got the Ravens offense a little bit out of their game. And yes, Bud Dupree is an unrestricted free agent. It'll be interesting to see. He might be a little bit less expensive than some folks might expect just because of the fact that he is coming off of that late season ACL tear, which means he won't be available early in the season for whoever signs him. They might get a discount on him.
Saquon up the middle, fighting his way for just 2 yards there. Derek Wolfe, defensive lineman. Across the middle, a little drag route, and it's going to be caught very quickly.
Yes, I know. Hodge got tendered today.
Right side, it's it's picked, it is picked. It's tipped and then picked.
I think we're going
Could
to get
be
a PI
coming, yeah.
I think that's a PI, unfortunately, for the Ravens there, because that's going to take away a very nice tip drill. Sure enough, here's the PI call. But they had a very nice interception there. First guy had a chance at it, but tips it up. Instead, second guy comes away with it, but the PI wipes it all away.
Yep, Marlon Humphrey, of course, one of the handsiest. Maybe gets away with the most holding of any of the elite corners. And it bites him there, even though he tipped it essentially back to himself and had a nice interception. It is all for naught.
Yep.
We flipped the quarter. 1st and 10, Giants, and now a throw to Evan Ingram for about 7 yards on that 1st down.
Hey, Hannah, welcome in. Good morning.
13 personnel now, 3 tight ends checking into the football game. Right side. Watch out, Saquon. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Giants. Untouched from the 39-yard line, Saquon Barkley.
Well, it's, the Giants were struggling a little bit after going up 21 with a few drives, but suddenly they're looking right back on point here with their offense. Huge hole on the right side for Saquon to exploit, and he's in the 2nd level so quickly that the Ravens really didn't have an answer for him, and he just does it with his speed. He hits, we're not going to get another look at this, but he hit that hole so quickly that he was gone really before the secondary had a chance to react.
Absolutely, and gosh, when it sleets, it pours here today in Baltimore. 28-0, not all in the 1st quarter, so they cannot tie the Browns record, and it wasn't a playoff game, so also not going to technically tie the record the Browns set in Pittsburgh, but it certainly feels a lot like that game.
It does, and again, this is not something that the Ravens team is really built to handle. Again, I think they have to run the ball, and that's rough because that'll run out clock. Or if they choose to pass, that's a bit more risky.
Dobbins to the right side. He's going to have about 7. Nice run there for J.K. Again, just his 3rd carry of the game. That is not enough.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Motion coming from Nick Boyle. I'm not sure why Nick Boyle's a superstar. That's interesting to me. Right up the middle, Gus the Bus, and he's got the 1st down to the 37.
That would be interesting to see if maybe he picked that up in the season, just in the sim, because I don't think he is a superstar. I don't remember him being a superstar ever before.
Well, I was going to say, if one of their tight ends was going to be a superstar, you'd think it would be Mark Andrews.
Yeah, certainly. So I'm guessing he just popped in the sim, much like Greedy did for us.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Appreciate Dobbins again, yeah. I just literally just typed that.
It's a gain of 3.
3rd and 4 now. 12 minutes and counting here. Jackson, right side, hits off somebody's helmet. Looks like maybe Mark Andrews' helmet. Just hits him in the back, and they're going to have to punt again.
Wow, really just kind of not firing on all cylinders suddenly on offense. I think their confidence was shaken by those early turnover 6s, both the scoop and score and the pick 6, and really haven't been the same since, because they were very productive early on the first 2 or 3 drives, and the turnovers in particular just just killed their momentum, and they just haven't found it since.
Absolutely. Up the middle again, Saquon. He's going to get a few more before getting knocked down.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. Patrick Queen on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard
Left side, he's got his man. That's Saquon on the little angle route. First down, Giants.
I'll tell you what, if you're a Browns fan, this is the result right now you really want to see, because this very much helps the Browns in the playoff picture.
Left side, and Sterling Shepard catches it and toe taps his way out of bounds at the 40. That's a nice throw there, over 100 yards in the day now for Daniel Jones. 1st and 10, he's going to go empty. 5 wide out in the package, and somebody moved first. So that left tackle, Nate Solder, perhaps gets a little bit of a head start. Bunch formation on the right side. Jones back to pass. Going to throw to one of those receivers on the right side. That's Ingram, and he's got another catch for 7 up to the 42. Evan Ingram.
A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8.
Brings up a 2nd and 8. Exactly 10 minutes on the clock here as Jones fires to the left side. Coming back to the football, Sterling Shepard. First down, Giants.
Sterling Shepard. A gain of 11 on the
Hey, Goofy Gang, thanks for being on. Appreciate you. Hi to yourself.
Yeah, welcome in.
Daniel Jones 5 wide again here. Clock continuing to run. Right side, just a quick little easy slant, and it's dropped by Golden Tate.
Yeah, unfortunate from Golden Tate. Unfortunate drop there from Golden Tate. Just not very like him to drop the ball in those easy little slant routes. But you know, sometimes that does happen, and the weather might have been a factor there.
Ingram again, and I think he's going to stretch for the first down on the tackle, and he is. First down to the 36.
It's a gain of 10.
Good fight there from Evan Ingram. He's already has 5 catches here in this first half as the Giants offense working in all phases right now. Saquon going to roll over top of Matthew Judon to the 33.
Yeah, Ingram really has been pretty explosive. Jones has found him in some good spots, in a little bit of zone beater looks, and he's been very productive.
Like a mirrored play of that one, Tate does catch this one on the slant now, 3rd and short.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Back to pass, shuffling, oh, and he's going to go down. Calais Campbell, the big-time sack on 3rd down, helping your defense out there.
Yeah, sure enough. And that's really what the Ravens needed, something on defense, because they've got to get their offense going here, and you know, forcing Giants to kick a field goal here is about the best they could hope for with the production the Giants have had.
Kick is up from Gano, and the kick is
no good.
No good. So 53-yarder, and it looks long enough.
Yeah,
looks like it was just wide left. Yep.
Yep, might have slipped a little bit on his placement on his plant leg, and you know that happens sometimes in the wet environment like this. And a little bit of a slip will push that ball wide with the kicker if their plant foot slips just a little bit.
All right, and it sets up good field position for the Ravens. If they choose to try to capitalize on a drive here, they're going to go Dobbins right up the middle, and he's got a first down. Oh, and I think we're going to get a late hold, though.
Yeah, I think that is a holding. Very unfortunate. Oh, blocking the back instead, but still. Unfortunate for the Ravens. They really need something here, and that was a very productive play taken away from them. They'll end up with a 1st and 7, though, because it's pretty far down the field.
Yeah, we've seen that happen to a couple of Beckham plays where they're way down the field and he'll just run into somebody and they'll call him for a block in the back.
Dino.
Tackle made right at midfield. Brings up 2nd down.
Whoa, they tried to keep her this time and he was not fooled in the backfield. Great coverage there. That's Julian Love. 2nd-year safety out of Notre Dame, kind of plays everywhere on this defense.
Yeah, that was
for Joe Judge.
Excellent read from. We're going to watch this really quick. That was an excellent read from Love. Just fires in, sees that Jackson's got the ball, isn't fooled on that play action there, and is ready to make that tackle before really Lamar can see him coming and get out of the way.
The first real zone read we've seen Lamar, at least in the keepers. So far, across the middle, skying for the football at the line to gain, Mark Andrews, and he's got the necessary yards. First down, Ravens.
Yeah, finally starting to see some production here from the Ravens. They need to keep this going and score some points on this drive.
Lamar in a big pistol. He's going to keep it left side. He's got some space. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, and he's going to break a tackle. And then he's going to go down all the way at the 16-yard line before Nate Ebner, product of Ohio State and actually Hilliard-Davidson High School, where I went to high school. Nate Ebner makes the tackle out there at the 16 to save a touchdown.
Yeah, a little designed naked boot from Lamar Jackson on a little read option. He comes out to that left side. Really nobody home for the edge contain, which you really can't afford to do against Lamar. He's so dangerous out on the edge with the ball, so shifty. And then, good pursuit from the secondary, but a missed tackle here allows some extra yardage for Lamar up the sideline.
That's Logan Ryan, again, the 8-year veteran on that missed tackle, number 23. From the shotgun now, 1st and 10 from the 16. They go up the middle to Dobbins. He's dancing and weaving his way close to the 15. They're actually going to say no gain on that particular play. 4 wide. Give it again. Now, read option, look to the left side. He's got some room, and this time he's going to get smashed in the middle of the pile. Give him credit to the 13, that time bringing up 3rd and 6.
Well, this is really the offense I've been calling for the Ravens. Can't panic here. You're down a lot of points. Got to get scored. Do what you do best.
Right side. He completes it to Mark Andrews down to the 1-yard line. And unfortunately, you're going to lose another 30 seconds or so, which doesn't feel like a lot here in the second quarter, but down 4 scores. Every second counts.
Yeah, sure does.
1st and goal with a heavy eye looking to the left side. Jackson under center. He's going to 3-step drop. He's going to try to throw. He throws it out of bounds. Right to the play like a Raven sign. Double tight end right. Another heavy pistol look here. Turn around, play action. Pressure coming. He's going to throw it in the back of the end zone. It's tipped away and almost picked.
I don't know what he was looking at.
Wow, that was
a
dangerous throw there.
Very dangerous. Yeah, he had an open guy he could have got a touchdown with on the little flat route as the Ravens are going to score up the middle. But I'm not sure what he was looking at on that play, where it was 3 guys on the receiver that he tried to put it to, where he had a touchdown easy on the flat to the left.
Yeah, not sure why you don't just run it up the middle on the first play of the drive at 1st and goal from the 1, but they get there eventually. I think he was surprised a little bit. Defensive lineman Leonard Williams had dropped out in a little zone blitz look, and he was the one who actually knocked that one away from the tight end. So interesting choice there.
Yeah, it certainly was interesting. Almost feel like you had a better shot if you just ran it.
Yes.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
All right, well, a much-needed first score again, coming off a small amount of momentum from the missed field goal. We had wondered if it would be a problem. And so far, it's the start of a problem. We're not too early to call it a problem just yet, but another quick 3 and out and another chance to score a touchdown before the half is going to be there for the Ravens.
Keith, I think that's very possible, especially if they continue to be in a 3 to 4 score hole here, and they start forcing more and more passes down the field from Lamar. The likelihood of him throwing interceptions definitely goes way up.
At the 24-yard line.
Across the middle, he's got it again. It's Ingram, tackled by Queen inside the 40. Call it the 37-yard line.
Gain of 14. First down, New York.
And that is going to be the 2-minute warning. So first down at their own 37. To the outside. Excuse me, Saquon. Nice run. He's got a first down on the little swing pass.
I think that might actually been a little mini screen. They just a single lineman out there on a screen. It did kind of set up like a screen or like a swing pass, but Daniel Jones barely gets that one away, and then gets nice production. And then here on the next play, very nice hit down the field, beating a little bit of a seam route out there to get some more production on this drive. Pretty effective drive so far here from the Giants, who still have a minute and 11 seconds to go down and score.
Absolutely. This would be a huge dagger in the Ravens' comeback plans as it's Slayton up to the 18 now, under a yard to go.
A gain of 9.
For the first, or excuse me, under a minute to go is what I meant to say. They call timeout. Shuffling, throws it out of the sack. And it is picked. Oh no, Marcus Peters jumps up in the air as Jones was hit as he threw that ball up. It waffled on him. And it's going to go into the hands of the Ravens, and that could be a little bit more life in their step.
Yeah, that was just a bit of a young quarterback mistake there from Jones, throwing up a dangerous throw, kind of out of the sack. Usually it's better to just throw the ball away safely to the sideline in spots like that where nobody can intercept it, because it's very dangerous to throw those up out of the sacks.
That was dangerous. It was. Now 55 seconds to go, and they're actually going to, I think he was running. They may credit him with a sack. They called the timeout so quickly I couldn't tell what the prognosis will be, but it is a 4-yard loss now, and they're going to say it's a sack.
Sure enough.
Handoff up the middle, Dobbins, 10, 15, juke move before he's hit down again by Nate Ebner on that Buckeye crime.
Yeah, interesting mix of running the ball but taking timeouts.
Yes. Truly maddening. 3rd and 4. Now he's going to take off. Now he's going to just chuck it out of bounds. So saving the clock so that you can punt it back to the other team.
That is very odd. About the last thing you want to do in a spot like that is, but you got to know you're down in distance. In that case, 3rd and 4, it is not the time to throw it out of bounds. In fact,
bobble snap! Oh, it's almost blocked. Sorry to cut you off there, Kit.
That's all right.
Woo!
It's all right. But like I was saying there, really didn't want to have really didn't want to throw that ball. If he just tucks it and run it, I think he easily gets that first down, but instead he elects to throw out of bounds. Such an odd choice, and really poor decision from Lamar Jackson. Got to know you're down a distance, and that's just not the time. Much more likely to pick up the first with your feet than throwing the ball. Certainly out of bounds, not the option.
All right, 3 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Daniel Jones with 34 seconds. He's back to pass. He's going to check it down to Saquon, who steps out of bounds, but no gain on the play. They do have 2 timeouts left. Probably need 20 to 25 yards to get into Graham Gano range. Pressure coming by Pernell McPhee. He's going to check it down to Barkley. Left side, doesn't step out of bounds. Instead, they'll have to use their second timeout. Yeah, congratulations, we made it. Free agency is open, Dinosaur.
That's a bit of a mistake there for Saquon. Really needed to use that sideline to his advantage, something that Madden unfortunately doesn't do for players. That sideline awareness is huge in spots like this. Sideline effectively works like a free timeout. Got to use it to your advantage. You can't afford to just sit there and, especially when you're on the sideline, take a tackle inbounds and allow the clock to run and force the team to take one of their precious timeouts.
Okay, according to my Browns rumor sources, they are going to be prepared to offer contracts as soon as the bell tolls. So, see what happens.
That'll be interesting.
Now they may not be. Could just be starting something, but
yeah, it just no guarantee that we'll see anything early. Got to remember too, like they may be. Throwing out just initial offers the first couple days, and maybe they're a little bit lower. There may be some bid war action that they back out on, so we won't actually see any of the action on it. So it'll be interesting to watch.
That one's going to be a Lamar quick little throw to Dobbins.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Right side, and it's almost picked. Hollywood Brown's going to go. Nobody's going to catch him. 10, 5, touchdown with 1 second on the clock. Oh, my.
And this is just an absolute mistake from this New York Giants defense. Can't afford to allow that to happen in the last few ticks of the second quarter here. Just what a mistake, allowing Baltimore some life here in the very last waning moments of the first half, bringing some of that energy in the locker room. You don't want, if you're the Giants, you don't want that to be what you go into the locker room with.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
You're right, Dinosaur, and the dreaded double dip in effect here potentially.
That's the end of the first half.
Keith, what Mary Kay Cabot does, I do not consider to be news.
No.
She creates needless drama so that she can revel in it. And having been a high school teacher for 12 years of my life, and in high school youth ministry before that, I've had plenty of 16 and 17-year-old girls who are exactly the same way. Create needless drama so that they can just sit around and stir in it. And that's what MKC is to me.
Could not agree more. That's exactly what she is.
Hi, Dorian. Welcome on. Yes, so far it's been all Giants, although the Ravens have scored the last 14 points here. Giants were up 28-0.
Yeah, and
we'll see if the comeback is in store.
Yeah, both a pick six and a scoop and score for the Giants defense in this one, but the Ravens looking good with their run game now. Look like they got some juice going.
They sure do. Some interior line help coming. Of course, if you saw Kit drop, they are going to be signing Kevin Zeitler to help shore up. They've been missing ever since Marshall Yanda retired in the middle of that line.
Yeah, very, very weak guard class, especially for starters in free agency this year. And the Ravens went out and needed some help and make sure they get the best one available.
As Lamar delivers a nice throw to Snead on the left side.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Maybe she had. She'd be better there. Her style would definitely be welcomed there in the National Enquirer, Keith. Three bunched.
Does seem like a fit, right?
Three bunched to the right side. They're going to fake the jet sweep and go Dobbins again, and he's one broken tackle away from a house call there, but a nice tackle in the hole stops him.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
But a pretty effective drive here. Again, just keeping it on the ground. This time it's Gus Edwards, left side. He's got his fifth carry up to 21 yards on the day.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Right side is going to keep it. Lamar, first down across the 25 to the 20-yard line. Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, now that's going to get Lamar into the zone. This offense really starting to fire on all cylinders, getting back to what they do best. And look out for the Giants, because this is not the spot the Giants want to be in.
All right, turn around, give it again to Dobbins, angling right side, broken tackle of Peppers. Second juke move for Dobbins, and he's almost got a touchdown before he's dragged down there by Dalvin Tomlinson at the last second.
Yeah, most impressive from J.K. Dobbins. Very, very nice run on the outside and some great moves to pick up some extra yardage on that one.
Interesting to see if we'll see more, though. Left side and a touchdown, Gus Edwards. And right now, the Ravens are right back in this football game.
They sure are. That completes their double dip right now, and and they're suddenly only one score back. What was once a 4-score game, don't count them out too early, and they did exactly what I said they needed to do. They went to their run game, the strength of their offense, and didn't just force the ball down the field. They didn't panic. So this suddenly feels like a very different game. Really, if the Giants want to preserve this, they really need to come out firing here on offense, get an effective, big clock run. Spend a lot of clock and a lot of production downfield to come away with a touchdown here would be ideal for them.
Yep, they did exactly what you told them to do, which was not panic and continue to run their offense, and it paid off for them. That ill-advised attempt at the interception, which gave Marquise Brown a wide-open touchdown at the end of the half, maybe not the best move at this point for the Giants. There is something to that prevent defense.
Yeah, that was really a poor spot to be doing that. Both of those things.
Across the middle, he's got Golden Tate for a short gain. Give him 5. We got a third and medium. Okay, Dinosaur starting to break the free agent news. Marcus Golden staying with the Cards. He's like, heck yeah, J.J. Watt on the other side. I'll stay. Left side, coming back to the football. First down to Shepard up to the 37. Nice confident throw there from Daniel Jones.
Yeah, nice little comeback route from his receiver. I missed who it was, but But yeah, it was very nice here. Production. We're going to see. Well, actually, I just clicked through it. But anyway, so he comes back to the ball, makes a nice catch for Jones.
Yep, Sterling Shepard.
Sterling Shepard, that's who it was.
One of Baker's favorite toys in college. Right side, he's got it, knocked away. Humphrey jumped the route. And a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
That's one of the things I don't do over here is I don't have the rosters for either of these teams pulled up like Phil does, so it's not as easy for me to figure out who all the players are.
Left side, Barkley running into some trouble, and he's going to go nowhere. Actually going to lose a yard. Good play over there. That's Anthony Levine. That's safety. 3rd and 11 here, and they got to get something as the Ravens have all the juice now. Jones back to pass. Pressure coming late. Pressure coming. He fires it over the middle, and it's caught. What a play to Evan Ingram. First down, Giants.
And Ingram is just having a monster game in this one. He's been just such a reliable target for Jones, especially down the middle. And we saw it again there as he just finds an open spot in that zone for Jones to find him late and throws a BB down there.
Yeah, now this is his 9th catch now. He's got like 130 yards, 127 yards on 9 catches for Evan Ingram already. We're just starting the 3rd quarter. Back to pass on a 2nd and 3. He's going to right side again. This one's knocked away. Good coverage by Marlon Humphrey. Darius Slayton, the intended target.
Yeah, he had a better option on the inside there. Was actually a little bit more open and probably picks up that first down instead, but kind of not very well read there from Jones.
3rd and 3, big 3rd and 3 here. Jones in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to dump it off. They have the screen set up. It's Barkley. 35-30. 25. Sweet juke move. He's got a first down to the 23-yard line. Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, a little bit of an extension of the run game there. Just when in doubt, rely on Saquon to pick up that first for you, and he does just that. Really nobody on him, and he just has lots of room to rumble, juke somebody out of his shorts.
Motion here from Caden Smith, the 3rd tight end. Turn around, give it again up the middle. This is Wayne Gallman on a little bit of a stamina sub, and he's got 3 yards in his first carry. Wayne Gallman Jr. 4 receivers out in the package. Barkley back into the football game. We're going to be about 5 minutes when this one gets snapped. It's up the middle. Barkley, almost had a step through the hole, and instead it's a nice tackle in space by Deshaun Elliott, the free safety.
Yeah, fortunate they held him only to 1 there. He had a lot of room to rumble if he breaks that tackle.
3rd and 6, back to pass. Just don't turn it over, firing right side, and he dropped it right in his hands. Dante Pettis had it right in his mittens, and it dropped it.
Oh, and that is a brutal drop here for New York. That was an easy completion that he should have had, thinking about what he was going to do with the ball after the catch and not about securing the catch. Wrong time to be doing that, and very unfortunate for the Giants having to settle for a field goal here, where really a touchdown is what you need with how hot the Ravens has been. The only upside on this drive was it was overall productive and it burned a lot of clock.
Indeed, and that was the first score since they led 28-0, all hinging on that missed field goal from Graham Gano, and the Ravens have scored 21 points since that missed field goal, so it was maybe a bigger spark than we knew.
Yeah, that and just, the inadvisable, pick, and then, coming out of that sack to, which led to the just complete breakdown on the defense with the last second score for the Ravens, allowing for a double dip. Really can't allow teams that kind of leeway in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. Right side into traffic, and it's knocked away. Good coverage over there. Couldn't catch a number, but it was a nice play over there on that side. Could have been James Bradbury.
Yeah, it was a very nice play, but lucky he didn't get called for pass interference there. He was kind of right on the defender going up for the ball. A little bit of pushing and shoving, but I think I'm happier with the no call there.
Welcome on, Soldier.
Okay, Soldier.
Wow, indeed. It was more wow a while ago. The Giants led 28-0 right at the beginning of the 2nd quarter.
Yeah.
And your Ravens have stayed steady and have fought their way back in. We got a pretty brand new ball game here with 3:36 to go, 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Lamar had a forced fumble that ended up in a scoop and score, and then a pick 6 as well. So to have returned from that and score 21 unanswered for a little bit until a recent field goal has been quite the turnaround for these Ravens.
Yes, Soldier, we can agree that the video game has been trash at times. That we'll agree on. Not John Madden as the human being, but the video game Right up the middle, and the good tackle there by Queen and Humphrey.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
Well, you're liking it a lot better than had you got on at the beginning of the game when it would have been 28-0. Across the middle, Barkley, first down. He's wide open. He turned around to stiff arm no one, and that kind of slowed his momentum down. Otherwise, I think it would have had a bigger run after that catch.
Yeah, certainly. And again, when push comes to shove, critical third downs like that, rely on your superstar in Saquon, and he's going to pick it up for you.
Right up the middle. Great sack by Calais Campbell. Soldier, you feel our pain on some of those Browns games. You now feel our pain.
Sure enough. We've had plenty of that.
Actually, these are the last two teams we've had that against, too, these Giants and these Ravens. We both had some really maddening moments.
That's very true.
All right, a 3rd and 12 for Daniel Jones now. Ravens really need to get off the field if possible. He's back to pass. They set up a screen again. Barkley, he's got a big hole. 50, 45. Where's the defense? Wow.
Once again, the Giants go to their playmaker to get it for them. There's really nobody out there with him on that little screen pass, and Barkley just rumbles for an easy first down.
Wow, what a play. Another screen on a 3rd and long, and the Ravens cannot pick it up.
Yeah, Dino's got to be reveling over here on all these screen passes.
That's right. That's right.
See, there it is.
There he is.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Sounds good. We'll see you later, Soldier. You can pop on later. Maybe they'll pull it out.
Yeah, on 3rd down,
quarter
but
of
this is
football
not
left.
This is on 3rd down, but this is not our playbook, which is why it's on third down. You'll never see that for the Browns. I refuse.
The risk reward is not worth it. 2nd
really
and
not.
7. They're going to bring Caden Smith in motion. Barkley back into the football game. Gallman had the previous carry. Now Barkley bullying his way through the hole, and he's going to be tackled right at the line to gain. I think he's going to be a little bit short. Patrick Queen makes the tackle, and again, I think it's really short. He is a 3rd and inches upcoming. Shotgun for Jones. On a 3rd down, he's going to check it down to Barkley. What a tackle in space by Marlon Humphrey, and I think he's short. He is. What a tackle there from one of your superstar players.
Oh, man, speaking of which, superstar on superstar there. Excellent tackle on space. That's really hard to do against Saquon. They've been trusting Saquon in 3rd down every time on this drive. And Saquon just barely not able to get it done this one, just short. And, really that comes down to Marlon Humphreys pick it up, but they're going to go for it here, which I think is, it's a bit risky, but I think it's a good call.
They're going to throw for it, and he's going to go left side. It's knocked away. Ravens football. Wow.
And that
Maybe
right
just line
there.
up and give it to Barkley there. Come
yeah,
on.
no, I think that was, if you're going to go for it there, that's the wrong play call. Very risky throw out on the outside. Could have been a pick six easily. If you're going to do if you're going to do a pass, something like a quick hitch or something to the outside, a slant maybe, but none of this outside flat, risk of the interception pick six deal like we almost saw there.
All right, well, and now Lamar is in the zone. I missed when that happened, which means he cannot fumble when running. Deep right side, and it's picked! He throws it into traffic, and James Bradbury picks it. So you were right. Keith called for 2 more. There's one of the 2 more. Wow.
I really don't know why the Ravens are throwing in that spot. You don't,
Oh.
I mean, Lamar's arm is not the answer here to come back in this game. They kind of resisted the urge all throughout until that moment, and he throws an inadvisable pick. Very unfortunate for the Ravens. He's going to kill a bunch of their momentum.
Yeah, it sure looked like Bradbury was the intended receiver there. He was perfectly into his stride.
Yep. And it really masks the fact that their defense went out and stopped a critical 4th down conversion attempt that could have been a field goal for New York. Really masks that error of a play call for New York and gives New York new life to really put this game away.
It sure does. Barkley again now starting to get bigger chunks of yardage. He's up to 82 on 16 carries. And he's the key to grinding this thing out now.
Yeah, I agree. They're both special players, but in very different ways. Saquon Barkley is a lot more shifty and more dynamic in the pass game. He's a little bit more of the run CMC style, kind of versatile, all-around back, more in the Kareem Hunt for us style than Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb just plows people.
All right, a 3rd and 4, another big one. Blitz coming. They pick it up. They check it down to Saquon, and I think he had his butt far enough back to get the first down, and he did. First down, Giants.
And it's interesting, though, for as good as Nick Chubb is at breaking tackles, he's surprisingly ineffective at short down conversions, which is just so odd to me.
Yes. Left side, firing, and he's got an open player. It's Ingram inside the 20. Now 10 catches for this all-pro tight end, Evan Ingram. Oh, yeah. My.
All-pro indeed. Ingram just having a monster of a game here. 11 receptions, 162 yards. Just so dynamic in this offense, finding ways to get open, and Jones just putting it on his big target tight end, number 88, and man, he is just so productive. He has been a huge part of this offense, making it drive down the field.
It really has. Barkley and Ingram have been your entire workhorse for the Giants offense today.
Yeah, Barkley's not putting up quite the numbers with 84 yards and 17 carries, but he's been so effective across the board for this team, especially in the pass game.
Stretching it right side to the 5. He's trying to make a liar out of Kit now. He's up to 97.
Yes, he's going to get into the zone on that run too, which is huge for this Giants offense.
All right, this is a very, very important stop. If you're the Ravens, you got to hold them to 3 if possible. Right side, you forget to cover Ingram, and he's wide open. Touchdown, Giants, and that may do it.
That's a blown coverage for sure. You cannot leave that guy open just by himself at the end zone at the stick. I mean, like, what are you doing? Like, somebody's got to go with him. I mean, even if that's a linebacker mismatch, whatever. Somebody has to be there. Certainly can't afford this where there is not even a person in the picture for the Ravens, and that's the wrong answer with a guy that's got now 12 catches for almost 200 yards and a touchdown.
And that potentially all she wrote.
Yeah, I think that might do it in this one. That's just a backbreaker there, and especially with a blown coverage. I mean, there's no other way to call that. You can't leave Ingram alone. I mean, he's just way too good, especially with the game he's had. You got to scheme for him.
Mm-hmm. 25-yard line.
Yeah, Barrett was never coming to the Browns. That was just, he was going to be too expensive.
There's a little slant look to the left side to Mark Andrews, and they have got to hurry up now. I just saw as well Romeo Okwara is going to stay with the Lions. He was one of those players a lot of the Browns fans wanted, so that's not going to happen. Oh, right, left side rather, and he's going to be sacked. He's going to run right into Kyle Fackrell for that one.
That was interesting. The ball came out in a weird way. I thought for a second it was going to be a fumble, but it was a very interesting sack, almost fumble.
3rd and 4 now upcoming. Bunch formation out to the left side. Give it right up the middle to Dobbins, and again, you maybe went away from the ground too soon with that last pick that led to 7 directly.
Yeah, I think so. That's just a huge mistake for the Ravens, I think.
Back to pass, rolling to the right, Lamar. He's going to just try to float it, and he's incomplete there.
And again, you're Lamar Jackson. Why aren't you running there? That's a spot where he's got a ton of green field, and he can do something with it. I am surprised he even attempted to float that ball inadvisably across the middle where picks happen.
There's a throw to Mark Andrews again, but the problem is they're picking up 4 and 5 yards a gain, and that's not going to be enough.
No, certainly not, especially when you're burning clock to do it. They've got to get chunk yardage here, and unfortunately that's going to throw up your risks of interceptions. Like what probably should have happened right there.
Intended for Willie Snead. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Jackson left side. Oh, knocked away, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Isaac Yiadom knocked it out of his hands, and now that's going to be all she wrote. So the Ravens, in a must-win game for them, get smacked in the mouth early, fight back to make it a game, and then a couple of late mistakes will seal their fate as they're going to fall to 8 and 7, and now they need chaos to ensue. Actually, I don't know. We'll have to go see what the tiebreakers are, because one of the teams could potentially be 9 and 7 with them, either the Browns or the Steelers next week. Maybe they still hold the tiebreaker at 9-7. Who knows?
Yeah, I think the Ravens are going to hold the tiebreaker over us, at least based on going into the last or going into this week that we were third in the AFC North.
True.
But the Steelers, I'm not sure what their tiebreaker situation is against the Ravens. So if we end up beating the Steelers, we're certainly going to be in. And then we'll see whether or not it's the Ravens or the Steelers that get in behind us.
That's true.
But that means, of course, that we'd have to win. So really, it's still a must-win game for the Browns either way.
Yes. Even if the Steelers lost today, they would be 8-7. Then we would all three end potentially 9-7, and we'd be right back to where we are now in third place.
Right. So yes, it's a must-win for the Browns. Have to have that victory to come away with a playoff spot.
Left side, he's going to jump, hits the back of Dobbins as he runs all the way to the wall. 14-28, that's not the ideal stat line for Lamar. I don't think you want him throwing that ball 30 times a game. 3 of them going to the other team, of course.
Yeah, certainly not. And I think,
Or 2 of them.
The volume of passes is really what leads to, he's got effectively 3 turnovers in this game with that forced fumble thrown in there too. But yeah, no, you really can't afford that. Can't afford that.
Yep. Nice little out route there to Marquise Brown. Just his 3rd catch of the game. Clock down to 5 minutes.
Was that signing again with the Giants? Golden Tate?
I think
Golden.
he means Marcus Golden, who somebody talked about earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Gosh, those numbers. Gosh, Shaq Barrett 4 for 74, 72. No thanks.
Nope.
Even Romeo Okora 3 for 39. That's too much.
Yeah. No. These are numbers definitely out of the range of what I think the Browns are looking for. Again, that's why I expect the Browns to kind of sit back and wait to see what is available after some of the, the crazy early days early bidding wars are over.
Yeah, I don't think you want somebody at 13, 14, 15 mil a year.
Yeah, we're going to be looking more for the bargain buy guys, but we can still get some real big talent. There's such an interesting free agent market just because there are going to be so many names out there and lots of talent going to be had for really value bargain pickups, and I think the Browns are going to take advantage of that here, and I think they're wise to.
A big shot taken there. Now a 4th and 13 upcoming.
$36 million guaranteed. That's crazy.
Lamar deep over the middle, and it's going to be knocked away. Giants football.
$36 million guaranteed for Barrett is just nuts. You just can't. If you're the Browns, you cannot be in that sweepstakes. That was never going to be a thing.
No. Now it's just time to run this clock out, give it to Saquon Barkley. He's still at 98 yards. Like to get him over the century mark if possible.
38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Right up the middle, Barkley again, tackled by Queen at the 36, but that gets Barkley to right at the century mark.
Yep, sure enough.
One more play here before the 2-minute warning. Pending an incompletion, I suppose. Left side. Oh, we're going to get maybe a holding or maybe a roughing the passer call.
I think that might have been a roughing the
out.
passer, but we'll see.
It is. Good call, Kit. Just an extra free 15 yards. Frustration play there from Patrick Queen, your rookie. You got to know better than that.
Yeah, sure enough. You can't be doing that in that spot. They're so protective of the quarterbacks back there. You got to lay off.
Knocked away there. Again, I'm not sure why you're throwing the football there, Daniel Jones. Up to 352 in the game for him, though, on 47 pass attempts.
Yeah, especially with Saquon Barkley with you in the backfield, you'd think they'd be just running the ball to run the clock.
Aggressive shuffling happening. Finally, inviting the shuffle sack, and Judon finally gets up there to acquiesce.
Yeah, a very unfortunate spot with the 2-minute warning being right then and there. Not the spot you want to take that massive sack. And now you're forced to run the ball with Saquon, who's really going to get not much anything. And
fumble. And Barkley, they're going to say that Campbell falls on it. So, again, making it more interesting. Still don't really think there's a chance for the Ravens at this point.
No,
but if that call stands up, they're going to review it.
I don't know if this was out. It was seemed kind of late to me. We'll see. Yeah, foot's down.
Oh, yeah,
He's knees down. Certainly going to be reversed here, not a fumble. But either way, still the even if the Ravens had come up with there's not enough clock left for them to score enough points to win this. It's just going to be too little, too late either way. And sure enough, it is overturned.
Here you go. They're going to attempt a field goal here. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. So now we're up to a full 20. 41-31.
And how about that? This New York Giants team dropping 40 points on this vaunted Ravens defense, one of the best in the NFL, and Giants just having their way. Really, I think Ingram and Barkley together, really, as you said, the workhorses on this offense, and the Ravens really didn't have an answer for Ingram in particular in those zone beaters, and then that one inexplicable touchdown where he's just uncovered after the day he's had today. Just not enough adjustments in this one to take him away.
Back to pass. He's going to just check it down to Dobbins at the 28-yard line. He's going to get a gain of 3. Right side, moving. Now he's going to take off 30-35, and he angles out of bounds. Good run there for Lamar. Just his 9th of the game, 74 yards.
Yeah, this is a bit of a surprising outcome, especially in a weather game like this. You would expect the better rush attack to be the dominant force here. Now, the Giants spent most of the season without Saquon, and he is such a big part of their offense. That is reflected here in our perfect world, so you have to take it somewhat with a grain of salt.
And they are going to connect to Andrews on the right side, and then a timeout is called. Again, just delaying the inevitable at this point.
Soldier, if you would kindly stop spamming, I would appreciate it.
Jeez. I was looking at Twitter for more free agent news. A lot of people are shocked by the amount of money that
Chuck Barrett.
Well, I know that even Aquara got.
Yeah, that is a lot of money for Aquara. A lot of folks thought he was going to be a bargain deal, and definitely not.
J.K. Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Reacts nicely again. I just don't get it. Right side. End of the ball game.
Today's final score, Giants 41.
Sorry, Johnny Harbaugh and your boys. You're going to go down. It was a game they really, really needed to win, and so now Week 17 is just going to get so interesting. Who do they have? The Colts maybe in Week 17. That's not going to be a cakewalk either.
Although the Colts have been struggling, especially of late in our sim, they really have not had a great season. I think they're something like 5 wins to their name right now, like 5-9, something like that. So, 5-10 maybe. We'll see what. I think they went into this week with 5-9. See what happens in this week for them. But I don't know. It'll certainly be interesting, and definitely an interesting playoff picture starting to develop here, especially out of the AFC North.
Indeed. All right, let's take a quick look at the stats for today's game. Lamar, 22 of 38, 220. Again, he did have a touchdown in those 2 interceptions, one of which went the distance for a touchdown. For Daniel Jones, 38 of 47, maybe a little more than they wanted him to throw, 352, although he did complete 80% of his passes, 2 TDs and, again, 1 interception. Dobbins, 17 for 90, pretty good game. I just don't think they stuck with him long enough. 9 for 74, and then 6 for 27, and a touchdown for Gus Edwards. So continuing to be strong on the ground, just went away from it too soon.
Yeah, and I think there was a lot of yardage to be had for Lamar Jackson that he just chose to throw it where he probably should have been running it for a touchdown to one spot and another easy first down conversion that he throws that, kind of the weak across his body, potentially easy interception. Luckily, it was not an interception for him, but a lot more yardage for Lamar in this one, or should have been.
Saquon must have taken a TFL late that I missed. He's back down under the century mark. Ends with 99, a touchdown. He had a pretty darn good game, and then we'll see here his passing numbers as receiving numbers as well. For the Ravens, 7 for Mark Andrews, 5 for Dobbins, 3 for Snead and Brown and Bryant. All three of the receivers just combining for 9 catches in this game. Evan Ingram, look at this, 12 for 164 in the touchdown. He was sensational. Barkley, 11 for 77, and a lot of those moved the chains. Tate and Shepard both with 6, and Slayton with 3 and the touchdown. Defensively speaking here, leading tackler today, Patrick Queen, the rookie. Marlon Humphrey adding 12 more sacks today, led by Calais Campbell with 2, 1 for McPhee and Judon, who is another free agent player from the Ravens, Matthew Judon. And Marcus Peters again had that interception as Daniel Jones was being tackled. On the defensive side of the ball for the Giants, again, they were sensational, especially early in the game. 13 tackles from your middle linebacker, Blake Martinez, to lead the way. Sack-wise, they didn't get after him. Of course, Lamar is so hard to sack in a traditional sense, although they did have 3 with good old Jabal Sheard, Leonard Williams, Kyler Fackrell, and then a half for Peppers and Bradbury. But how about this? 2 picks, both of them by James Bradbury, and one of them he took back to the house. So, great day for the defense again, especially early. They led 28-0. Ravens fight back. It's 28-21. And then the Giants re-extend their lead and end up winning comfortably by 20. So, appreciate everybody being on today here for Nagy on Sports. Kid, anything else you want to say to wrap this one up?
Yeah, a huge development in the AFC North here will make for a very interesting Week 17. We'll see what comes out of this one. And again, I think that early woes for the Ravens really slowed their offense down quite a bit, which hurt. They started to get back into it, and then, the mistakes and execution started to rear its ugly head again late in this one as well. And then, the Giants just took advantage and were able to, even though they had some pretty big mistakes of their own, most of those were masked by immediate mistakes by the Ravens right afterwards.
Absolutely. So, again, appreciate everybody being on. We're Kit Nagy on the left coast, Phil Nagy here in Midwest, Central Ohio. We appreciate you being on, joining us. Thank you so much to all of our subscribers. You guys are the best and continue to make this project super fun for us. So that's it for the simming for today. Stay tuned. We will likely do the NFC game of the week, which is actually a crossover match and could potentially be a Super Bowl preview as 12-2 Titans go to Lambeau to face the 12-2 Packers. That's going to be a whale of a football game. So I guess there's a chance it could happen tonight, but most likely it'll happen tomorrow. Just, again, tap that bell and be ready for it, or you can hop on the Discord page and we'll at least give you some warning on that end. So, again, we really appreciate everybody being out. Guys, have a great rest of your Monday, and hopefully the Browns will pick up some fun free agents for us to talk about the next time that we meet. But until then, we'll say go Giants and go
Browns!